Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been some time. I wanted to just make a video. I really enjoy making these videos and talking about things that matter to me and new things that I want to learn, things that I've noticed about a certain video that I had an idea about that I wanted to share and put on the internet. If you're new here, I go by G8, and this YouTube channel is a way for me to talk about things I find really cool, really important, ideas that I find can help me grow, to capture an idea that I have to share with others. Maybe the topic of this video might lead someone to think differently, to think wisely, and to make better decisions. But this is what my YouTube video is. This is what my YouTube channel is about. My YouTube channel is definitely structured in a way that makes you think differently, and because throughout the day I just have these not random ideas or thoughts about a certain subject. This relates to my day-to-day life, and one way I can share it is through YouTube. If you want to know more about me, I do have other videos that talk about a little bit about me. I'm 26 years old, and every year you get older and you see things differently. I hope you learn from this video. I hope this encourages you, inspires you to really see the upside way of things, or learning something new, using your gift or your strengths to make a difference, a positive impact in someone's life. That's like my message. Let's begin with this video. So I wanted to talk about this video that I saw about this paralytic woman. I was just on YouTube one time, and then I saw a video about how a brain implant and AI gave a woman with paralysis her voice back. So I'm not gonna focus on the video itself. I mean, the video speaks for itself. It's a really cool video about how technology can really help and improve people's lives, especially with disabilities. There's these researchers that are from UC Berkeley and also UC San Francisco. They created this brain computer technology where they attach something to this person's head, and then the brain signals send a message to the computer, and then this basically helps the person communicate and with the avatar, with the AI that's in the computer, and can transmit that to sound, and then that's how we communicate. And that's just amazing technology, right? As cool this video is, right, and I like watching these videos, and I'll put the link below if you're interested. I just wanted to point out that throughout the video they showed you pictures of what she was when she was 30 years old, and that's when her accident happened. She was playing volleyball with her friends, and then basically she ended up having a stroke, and that's how she ended up with her condition. Throughout the video, you basically saw her when she was just normal. She was 30 years old, and she had a 6-month-year-old and a 12-month-year-old, I believe, but she had children, and she was just normal. They showed you pictures of her life. She presented herself normal, and I might be really stereotyping, but that shows you how humane we are. What's the definition of normal, right? What does a normal person look like? But what I should be cautious to use my words with is that she presented as a healthy, physically, mentally person. They showed you a video of her. She was at a wedding. I'm not sure if it was her wedding, and she looked very attractive. And then they showed you a video of her after the stroke, and I was just blown away. I just fear that we as a society, especially my generation, we're so focused on how people look that we judge them based on that. So in the beginning of the video, they showed you how she presently looked, which is after the stroke. She was in a wheelchair. She didn't have long hair anymore. She looked like she was, not healthy. So the point that I'm making is that when I saw her old pictures when she was 30 years old, I was just very I don't know, I was kind of those are two different types of people, but they're not. They're the same. She is the same person, but it's just a different condition. disabilities now because of the stroke, because of something that happened to her. But one thing that I've learned a lot of things, but I think I've just learned that like life is really short and I shouldn't judge someone by how they look. And that might be very like classic to say, like everyone knows that phrase, right? But you know, we can easily forget to actually behave in that understanding of like judging someone, even if you're coming from a nice place, right? Because when I saw her like before and after, the thing is with this video, they showed you, you know, like the device, they show you the brain technology computer and how they're trying to help her, and she's on a wheelchair, and like she's, you know, and 5 minutes into the video, they showed you how she looked like before, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's her? Like life can just flip upside down and your whole life can just change. Your whole physical appearance can just change, and sometimes I feel like I'm gonna speak for myself. Sometimes I'm stuck in like this childlike mentality, or sometimes we're stuck in this childlike fantasy where life hits you hard when you notice something, and you just like, it's kind of like you wake up from your reality and wake up from the real reality outside of your world. But I wanted to talk about this because, not that I have any judgment towards disability people. If you got that from me, from this message, I'm sorry, that's not where I was coming from. I'm not really a stereotypical type of thinker. Like how I want to think is like, if I saw her in the wheelchair, why don't I think the same way that I saw her when she was 30 years old? Like with that wedding dress. Well, yeah, I mean, people could say, well, she was younger, she was more attractive, like her skin was more glowy, but now she's older, so she's not more attractive. It's simple as that. Yes, but that's not what I'm saying, right? All of those count. I just want another way of visualizing someone. Like someone beautiful or someone old should have the same not respect, but should have the same sort of attention. Because when I saw at the beginning of the video, I was more focused on like the technology. How can this technology help this individual, right? And then when I saw her, how she looked when she was 30 years old, I was like, for some reason, more interested in the video, more interested in how I can help her because of her physical appearance and how she looked. It's crazy. But yeah, that's my message for this video. I'm gonna put the link below. It's a cool video. It's an interesting video. It's an educational video of how, you know, technology is really advancing, and you know, we have to find ways to really help. In really using technology to help other people, whether it's by, you know, creating a video that can share positive ideas or things that I've noticed or things that you have, because you probably have an idea that might help someone else. Don't judge a book by its cover. Like, once again, this might be really like redundant and really like, okay, everyone knows that, but sometimes when we're in the moment and we have to shake someone's hand, we hesitate, or we don't shake that person's hand, or we pass that person because that person isn't wearing our favorite shirt, or that person isn't wearing a pink shirt, or is wearing a brown shirt that we don't like. And then we gravitate towards someone who's wearing a shirt that we do like. So we have to remind ourselves to like, we have to look past through the clothes, look past through physical appearance, look past through if someone's wearing our favorite sports hat. And that might be really difficult to swallow, to act, to behave in a way that's so uncomfortable for ourselves. But that person was beautiful one day too. Like that person who's on a wheelchair now, who has a disability, was just like you, walking into the room and wanting to make friends. and now that person can't because he's on a wheelchair, she's on a wheelchair. So I hope this message just really helps you think differently, and maybe one day you could help someone else. All right. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.